Buckle up, Toon Heads. You're watching Toon Times. Today, we're heading into a jungle where survival is the only law that matters. Before we start, hit that subscribe button and share this with a friend so you can enjoy it together. Ready? Let's dive in. The story begins with a terrifying disaster in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. A massive ship is engulfed in roaring flames, lighting up the dark night sky. Amidst the chaos, a young couple manages to lower a small lifeboat into the freezing water. In their arms, they tightly hold their most precious possession, their infant son. After days of drifting under the scorching sun without food or water, the currents finally wash them ashore on a dense, uncharted island off the coast of Africa. Realizing that the jungle is crawling with predators, the father quickly gets to work. Using salvaged wood from the shipwreck and tattered ropes, he constructs an incredible treehouse high above the ground, designed to keep his family safe from the dangers lurking below. However, their safety is short-lived. One night, while the forest is eerily silent, a fierce leopard with glowing eyes discovers their sanctuary. In a matter of minutes, the parents' lives come to a tragic end, leaving the baby completely alone in his wooden crib. Not far away, a colony of primates is experiencing its own grief. A mother primate has just lost her biological infant to the same leopard. When she hears the muffled cries coming from the treehouse, her maternal instincts drive her to investigate. Inside, she finds a strange, hairless creature that looks nothing like her kind. Just as she picks him up, the leopard reappears to finish his hunt. But the mother primate fights back with unexpected fury, escaping into the canopy with the boy clutched to her chest. When she introduces the boy to her colony, the reaction from their leader, an alpha named Kerchak, is cold and hostile. He views the boy as an anomaly, a potential threat that doesn't belong to their world. Despite his orders to abandon the child, the mother, Kala, decides to defy the laws of the jungle and raises him as her own son. As years pass, the boy faces immense challenges. He quickly realizes that his physical build cannot compete with the raw strength of his 8 brothers. Every time they race through the trees, he is left behind. But this physical disadvantage becomes his greatest motivation. He begins to study the physics of the jungle. He learns to slide across mossy branches as if he were on a surfboard, using momentum and balance instead of pure muscle. To protect himself, he crafts his first tool, a wooden spear sharpened with stones. His moment of triumph arrives when the old leopard attacks the colony again. Using a combination of human intelligence and jungle agility, he outsmarts and defeats the beast, finally earning the respect of the alpha and the entire family. The peace of his life is abruptly shattered by the sound the jungle has never heard before, the crack of a gunshot. A British expedition has landed on the island. The group is led by an eccentric professor obsessed with study and his curious daughter, Jane. They are accompanied by a heavily armed guide named Clayton, who hides dark intentions beneath his uniform. The Jungle Boy watches them from the shadows, fascinated by their strange clothes and the way they communicate. When Jane gets separated from the group and is swarmed by a troop of aggressive baboons, the boy intervenes with lightning speed. He swings through the air, snatches her from danger, and retreats to the safety of the high branches. There, in a moment of silence, he notices something shocking. Their hands are almost identical. He places his hand against hers and realizes he isn't a strange ape, but a human being. Over the following weeks, he visits their camp every day. Jane becomes his teacher, showing him the world through photographs projected on a makeshift screen. He learns to speak, discovers the concept of civilization, and experiences emotions he never knew existed. However, this connection creates a rift in his jungle family. Kerchak warns him that humans only bring destruction, but the boy is blinded by his desire to belong. This vulnerability is exploited by Clayton, who tricks the boy into believing that Jane will only stay on the island if he shows them where the primate colony is hidden. Driven by love, he agrees to lead them to his family's secret nesting grounds. The betrayal is immediate and devastating. As soon as they arrive, Clayton and his mercenaries deploy nets and cages. Their true goal was never research. They are here for the illegal wildlife trade. Kerchak is wounded while trying to defend the group, and the blame falls squarely on the boy. He is captured and thrown into an iron cage on the ship, feeling humiliated and betrayed by his own kind. But with the help of his oldest friends, a timid elephant and a mischievous monkey, he manages to break his chains. He returns to the jungle with a primal rage, no longer as a civilized man, but as the true protector of the forest. The final battle takes place high in the canopy during a torrential thunderstorm. Clayton hunts him with a shotgun, but the boy moves through the fog and leaves like a ghost. He doesn't need bullets. He has the jungle on his side. During a frantic struggle among the vines, Clayton loses his mind and begins hacking away at the greenery with a machete. In his blind rage, he fails to realize he is cutting the very vines supporting him. He falls into the abyss, his life ending in a tragic irony. With the threat gone, the rescue ship prepares to return to England. Jane and her father are in the lifeboat, ready to return to their old lives. But at the last second, seeing the boy standing alone on the shore, Jane realizes her heart belongs to him and this wild paradise. She leaps into the water and swims back, followed by her father. The film ends with the three of them swinging through the trees, finally free from the constraints of society and masters of their own destiny in the heart of Africa.